day and welcome to another session on Counselor Business Innovation Masterclass. We are still on our How Business, How Money Works series, and today we are going to be looking at loans. Now, I know that a lot of you will be telling yourself that what your business needs to expand and grow is loan. A lot of you have been sending out proposals, writing requests to organizations, to banks on how you can raise money from them. But the question I want to ask you is, do you know the difference between a loan and a sweet poison pill? So we are looking at loans and business poison. A few months ago, sometime last year, I had an opportunity to borrow some money for our business. Now, this was coming at a very good rate, and the people I discussed with felt that I needed to take the loan because the advice was that opportunities like that don't come all the time. Now, the question I asked myself was, do we really need that money at that particular point? Well, a lot of you might be faced with some financial challenges and you're asking yourself, oh, my business will grow, my business will expand if only I can get a loan to inject into this business. Unfortunately, what most people don't understand is that loan you feel is what your business needs will actually be the poison pill that will destroy your business. Currently, we are trying to save about 2 businesses that have swallowed poison pills that when they thought they had taken a loan. For instance, a company took a loan from a bank, a 5 million naira loan at 20%, but for 3 months. Now, this, from the calculation of the business owner, he had calculated that 5 million at 20% is about extra of about 10% is 500. So what he's paying about 6 million. And from his calculation, that 6 million is not such a big deal. But what he failed to realize that he's actually supposed to pay the 6 million under 3 months. Now he took this money, and the danger of most people who are taking loan is that because sometimes you fail to realize that it's knowledge that you need, not more money. You take this money, and because you don't understand the classics that business financial intelligence is critical before you inject money into your business, like I shared in our other class. If, for instance, your money management level is at 2 million and you are giving a loan or any amount, let's say for instance you are giving 5 million, what will happen? You start making bad financial decisions until that 5 million goes down to 2 million. Because it's 2 million that you have the mental financial knowledge to manage. So this young man and this other lady took this loan from the bank, and within a few weeks, they had put this money into their business, and after 3 months, the bank came to ask for their money. And when the bank came to ask for their money, what happened? They looked into their business, there's no way to actually raise this money. And they're asking themselves, what did I actually use this money for? Now, the stage that 2 of them are in is that we are trying to look at their asset and say, what are the things that we can sell to raise money? Because you have defaulted on the 3 months loan, instead of you now paying 20%, what happens? It jumps up to 25% because of your default. And suddenly what you thought was just you can pay off 6 million. Before you know it, that 5 million is currently going to about 7.5 million and still counting. So you need to ask yourself before you actually take that loan that is placed before you, do I understand the intricacies involved in investing external funds into my business? Assuming, for instance, COVID happens or any other thing happens, do I have a means of paying back this loan if the business I injected it into can't generate the resources to fund it? Do I have the mental stamina to forego the collateral I've put on ground? Because these are calculations that a lot of business owners don't take into consideration before they see a soft loan, easy loan, and they rush it without realizing that this easy loan is actually a business poison pill. It's important that before you start to take external funding for your business, you understand the implications. What are the risks associated with this money I want to take into my business? A lot of time, because you see this money that is there, yes, you can readily access it, you are not looking at the risks involved in it. And because you fail to look at the risks involved, what happens? You are gradually losing control of your business. Because most times, what will happen is that when you start to default, one is that your credit rating starts to go down. Because currently, the Nigerian banking institution now has a credit rating for everybody who is taking a loan, which can be checked at a central portal. Now, because you started defaulting on a loan that you didn't actually need in the first place, what happens? It will affect your ability to take the right loan when you are now ready to take it. My question to you is it really more money that you need? And if it's more money, what kind of money do you need for your business? The loan that you are struggling to get, is that the right loan for you? A young man recently approached me that he has taken a loan from a microfinance bank. I asked him at what rate. He says, I'll just only 15%. I said, that 15%, are you paying per annum or are you paying per month? He had never checked. They told him 15%, but he didn't check. He now went back to check and realized that 2 million he had taken, he was paying 15% on that 2 million every month. Which means if you hold this 2 million over, so we are looking at about, maybe let's call it 120,000. So for a 2 million loan he took, if you hold this thing for 10 months, it means he's owing, for a 2 million, he's owing and paying an interest of 1.2 million. Do you really need that loan that you are struggling and killing yourself to get? Now ask yourself, what other ways of funding your business are available to you? What other options are available to you? Now, instead of actually going for the loan, do you need equity? Do you need to get, look at, for instance, let's say you feel that your business needs, about 5 million, okay? Now, you can decide to say, okay, let's get this soft loan at 20%, which means in about 1 year, you need to pay 6 million. But anything can happen and the business. Or you can say, okay, let me look for 10 of my friends and say, each of you bring 500,000 and take equity in this business, which means I'm giving you more like a bond. And you now tell them that over a period of 1 year, that this 5 million, that this the pool of 5 million will generate an interest of about let's say 1 million. And for the 10 of them, each person that invests 500,000 is getting an extra 100,000. Now, what is the benefit to you? The benefit is that the present interest rate, because they know that they are investing in equity of the business for the business transaction, that is the profit that the business generates, that they are going to benefit from. Then you don't have the pressure of whatever happens, you are paying 6 million. This has to be clear to you so that you can start to look at what are the innovative platforms of raising money for my business. Beyond the easy pathway of going for loan, are there other avenues where which I can raise money? So what other ways can you use to raise money, assuming your business needs to inject funds into it urgently. You can actually have inventory financing. This is whereby your supplier becomes your major loan advancer. What do I mean? Now, so let's say you need 5 million to buy inventory, right? You can now approach your supplier and get him to supply you the 5 million naira worth of goods. Now, what you need to understand is that most times, as long as you are servicing this debt, he's giving you, you are taking, and you are servicing, the chances that he will continue financing you will always be there. Because most times, especially people who are into trade, who are buying and selling, most times what they need the financing for is actually to fund their inventory. But they actually fail to understand that this inventory, there are other ways of funding the inventory. You know, last time I explained to you how somebody who didn't have finance to import his goods, what did he do? He told his manufacturers, if I can sell 100 containers, will you give me 5 for free? They said, sure, we can do that. So he started by paying for 1, and they will send 3. He will pay for 2, and they will send. Before you know it, they were already sending, without him even making any payment, they were sending him close to about 10 to 15 containers. Which is where one of the biggest assets you need to actually build is your integrity. Integrity and reputation. People should be able to look at you and say, yes, if you do business with this young man, this young woman, anything he says he will do for you, he will do it for you. You know, there's a young man I know who is into business, and people are traveling from all over the world. Usually manufacturers in Asia, they are coming to meet him in Nigeria, and they say, see, we have these goods, we want to supply you. Whenever you finish selling, pay us. Now, this young man now is actually rejecting a lot of these people, while there are a lot of people who are looking for finance to buy from this manufacturer. Now, you ask yourself, why would people want to pay this young man, give this young man their goods, and they are pleading for him to take it? Because he has built reputational equity. He has built equity on his reputation. So which means anybody who is doing business with him knows that if I give him goods worth 10 naira, I wouldn't start to hear story that armed robbers hijacked 5 naira worth of goods, my warehouse got burnt, or any other story. In fact, there was a case where some of the goods had issues, and this young man went to raise money from another source to pay the manufacturer. Now, this manufacturer had heard about what happened. And when this young man paid him without actually telling him about this issue, he called this young man and said, see, I heard about what happened. He said, yes, it actually happened, but I don't want to tell you stories. Once I say I'll pay, I'll pay. And he told this young man, you know what? I will make you rich in this country. And he started to stockpile him with goods, because if somebody would, because he wanted to protect his reputation, go extra way to raise funds to pay him off, you know that his goods is always safe with these guys. So my point is, stop swallowing the poison pills of easy loan. When a loan comes very easy to you and the terms looks okay, not too bad, is a warning sign for you to ask yourself, do we actually need these funds in our business? Because if you take that loan without looking at the terms and conditions, without actually understanding how compounding interest works on loans, I can assure you that you wake up one day and find yourself in such a huge business mess, and you'll be wondering, how do I get out of this thing? And most likely what you resort to is to come to people like us and say, Counselor, I want to sell my business to be able to offset this debt, and we have no choice but to help you sell it. So my advice for you today is, start to actually study loans to understand how it works. And don't just say, okay, what I need is money from any source. No. Analyze the loan and know that, is this the right loan for my business? So that when you understand the right loan for your business, you will actually now know how to invest. I hope this has helped one of you in business, and this is the advice you need. Probably you are at the point of taking a loan that your business doesn't actually need. So listen to this, watch this video again, go and analyze the different options available to you as a business owner before you now say, okay, I need to access this loan and use it for my business. Loans are wonderful for business if you understand the terms and if you understand the risks involved in the loan that you are taking, such that when for any unforeseen circumstances issue come around, you know that yes, my business will still be running despite this loan. So thank you once again for listening to us on Counsel Business Innovation Masterclass, and you can reach us to know how to join our major classes on 090-2094-5693, or follow us on any social media platform on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, on Counselor University, and you can see all the other previous lectures that we uploaded. Thank you for watching, and God bless you.